What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Underbuilt Garage. We're out here on the old Pontiac. If you're new here, subscribe. Maybe you'll like what we got going on around here. But today's video, I think I'm gonna tackle under the hood. It's what I can do for now. I'm waiting on parts. Got really nothing else to do. I got floor pans on the way, so that'll be coming soon. As of now, we're gonna get underneath the hood. I was messing around with some wiring off camera. I got some things to work. I think the plan is I'm gonna buy a universal fuse box. The wiring in the car seems fine. It's just they chopped the harness right at the fuse box. So it won't be too bad to figure out, just a lot of tedious work. I probably won't film none of that just because it's up under the dash. It's a pain to get to, but I'll update you guys as I go along because I'm sure that's going to be a ongoing thing the entire time. I did find the wiring, got the headlights to work. The running lights are working. Surprisingly, the wiper motor works. It's not the fastest, but some wipage is better than no wipage, is my opinion. But I think we're just gonna hop right into getting this cleaned up. Like I said, I don't want to get rid of the blue here, the blue there, or the blue on top of this fender. I think from this body line here down, I'm gonna paint that. You're never gonna see it, and quite honestly, the entire underside of the car doesn't have any paint left on it, so we're probably gonna spend a fortune in the that rust converter that I put on the floors of the Camaro, which is fine. I'll probably get underneath there at some point in time. Wire wheel the entire under the car. I'm gonna spray the rust converter on everything, and then some sort of undercoat. Might even just do some like bed liner or something. But anyways, we're gonna get to pulling these inner fenders out, because also when I get this inner fender out of this fender, I'm gonna try to pop this dent out. We got the door. It was, like I said, it was just as bad as that fender. So I don't see why I can't pop that out. And yeah, let's get starting on tearing this stuff apart. And also, we have a ton of grease to chip out of here. It shouldn't be too bad. It's pretty much everywhere. It's gonna be messy, but it's gotta be done. Let's get on it. Alright, so unfortunately, cleaning up a mess is gonna make a mess. This thing has just rust plowed all over it. And I think to start, we're just gonna hit it with the old get out of here. Let's get after it. I mean, you get the picture. I'm just gonna go ahead and blow this thing off, and then we'll start probably taking that one inner fender out of there, and maybe jump on that dent first thing just to get it out of there. So alright, it's blowed off to the best of my ability, but I went ahead around and sprayed what I could find. There's looks like 3 up here, there's 1 under this, and then the rest of them are no, they're not down here. I apologize. They're up in the core support here, but this is gonna be loud. We're probably gonna snap off most of them, so I'm just going to get after it, I guess. We'll do one for you guys. Come on. Oh. Mint. Alright, I'm gonna get after it. Well, it's out. There was roughly 50 more bolts than what I thought there was gonna be, but you'll have that on these old things. I did kind of already start pushing it out. It already looks way better than it was. We just got it all 2x4 jammed in here. The problem was with the inner fender in there, you couldn't get back in here to pry against the firewall. So plan now is I'm just going to take a whole bunch of this into a little bit of that and see how it goes. I mean, the door looks way better than it did. It's still got little waves to it, but she's a parade car. She's just going to wave at you as you go by. So I'm going to set you guys up on a time lapse and see what I can do. I'm no body man, but it's got to be better than it was. Alright, like I said, I'm no body man. It looks way better. It's getting a little late to be out here hammering, but it's out. There's still a ripple in it here, but for what it was, it's way better. I think I'm gonna go get some body working dollies, and I can straighten most of the waves out of it. So I'm extremely happy with how that is, considering how bad it was. Once we get the trim on there, and really it's just this here and a little bit down here, and I know you could do it the right way, and then there's this way, but it is what it is. I think I'm gonna call it quits on that for the night though, and I need to get underneath here, and all of this oil and stuff that's just coated on the frame, I think I'm gonna scrape most of that off, and I just want to get in here and paint this. I'm not gonna put the center fender back in yet, just so I can get back in there and do a little more hammering and stuff. Like I said, I think I'm gonna get some body working dollies. Try my hand at that, see how that goes. But yeah, I think we're going to probably just strip all of this stuff off of here. The booster and that, it can go. All the factory wiring here, it can go. Because like I said, unfortunately, the harness has been cut in this thing. As long as I don't cut the headlight harness, everything else, small block Chevy takes 3 wires to run. In reality, it only takes 1 for it to run, but we'll wire that up when the time comes. And also, the wiring for the wipers is just gone as well. So I'm assuming when they took the fuse box, they took that stuff too, but that's no big deal. I did get those working. I know how to wire it now, so I think I'm just gonna get inside of here and start scraping this stuff off of here. I'll probably wire wheel most of it, and then I'm gonna hit it with that rust converter, and then we'll paint black the parts that I want black, so it'll look a lot better. So let's get in there and get that done. Okay, so the goal here is to just get most of this crap out of here. I'm sure there's supposed to be a gap in between here, but there's not. And just like under here, there's just years and years of grease and oil and all that good stuff. So I'm probably going to spend the next 14 weeks doing this, and yeah. Then we'll get the wire wheel out. Paint this stuff. I did notice there's some baling wire holding this tie rod in, so I'm gonna have to get some steering stuff, which is no big deal. But on the plus side, there's not much, or if any, slop in the pitman on them or the steering box. It's all in the drag link, so that's a plus. And hopefully we can get a line to work. If not, we'll just manual steering, and hopefully it's not too hard to turn, which shouldn't be too bad. Let's see some of this. Oh yeah. All right, I'm just going to scrape away, and then we'll get the wire wheel out. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so you guys get the picture. I got that side mostly knocked out. I think for this side, with all of the grease and everything on it, I think tomorrow I'm gonna go and pick up some degreaser and stuff and try to hit this with a pressure washer, knock most of that off, and might make it a little easier because the wire wheel don't really want to get through it, and scraping it sucks. But yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna get some of that. I'm gonna go ahead and finish getting everything off of this fender, inner fender, and I might go ahead and pull it out too, because it's gonna make it way easier for cleaning it up. We're not going for perfection, just trying to knock off all the loose stuff. That way I can get in here and get some paint back on it, since it's down to bare steel. So let's get some of this stuff off of here and maybe attempt to get this inner fender out of here. Alright, as you just seen, we pressure washed it, degreased it, and everything in here is looking way better. And surprisingly, the brake lines are like brand new still. But like I was saying, as you've seen, I went ahead and underneath the car from the firewall back still had undercoating on the floors and the frame rails. So I just wire wheeled back to that, and then I went ahead and sprayed that under there. But what the plan is now is I have to wait for everything to dry off, and then once it's dry, I have some of the rust converter that I used on my Camaro floors. I'm gonna paint everything that's rusty with that rust converter, and then we're gonna tape off from this body seam up, and everything below that's getting painted black. And I think I'm gonna try to polish the firewall or buff it, because that's my plan with the paint. I'm just gonna buff it. I don't really believe in the wipe on clear coat and all that jazz. And also Kyle, he was back here. He went ahead and wire wheeled off the inner fenders and all the little pieces for it. So I'm gonna go ahead and probably start on those while this is drying, get the rust converter sprayed on those. That way those can dry. maybe by that time this will be dry. I can spray this, then paint those. By the time I'm done with that, maybe I can paint in here. So I'm gonna go back there, get those painted with that rust converter, and then we'll jump on this. Alright, so I've got all that done and ready. It looks way better in here. Like I said, I didn't want to paint the firewall or anything. The fan's not in it yet, but we'll get to that. I also went ahead and just got rid of all of the electronic stuff that was on this fender, and I got rid of the wiring for that. I kept the headlight stuff. The wires that go over here, I didn't tape those up yet because when I dropped a small block in it, the wiring for that is going to run the same up with that, so I'm going to leave that loose for now. But I did forget about doing one thing after I put all this back together. I never finished the fender. So I think what's going to have to happen, obviously, take this inner fender back out so I can get back in there. I did go and pick up a hammer and dolly set from the old Harbor Freight. We'll get on that. Won't be too big of a deal. I'm thinking I don't need all of it straight, but the part that I would really like to have straight is where the trim goes. If I could just knock this out and get it a little more, see, it's in pretty good. If I can just get that a little straighter, that way the trim doesn't hang out so far, I would be happy with that. I got the door straight where the trim goes, and I think the trim will hide, it'll take your eyes away from the terrible bodywork. And also you guys have to let me know, I painted the core support, I'm going to call it the lower valence, but I don't think I want to paint the top of the grill. I think it'll take away from the patina look too much, so let me know what you guys think about that. And also, should I paint the bottom of the hood? I'm undecided on that. I'll have to ponder on it some more. I kind of would like to leave it the way it is, but then again, I'm not sure. As far as the brakes, I did order the conversion kit, so we're just waiting on that. And the heater core, I think that's going to be another project, because I don't know if you noticed in the time lapse when I was pressure washing, I did stick the pressure washer up to the inlet and the outlet there, and it just sprayed it right back out the same hole. I didn't even go through it, so hopefully there's no leaks. It's just plugged up, because I cannot find a heater core for this thing anywhere, not even used on eBay. So just like with the Camaro, I would love to have heat for early summer and late summer. That way we can clear off the windshield, because this is going to be a driver and we're going to need that. So I'm not too sure what I want to do next. I have decided though what motor that's going in it, and it's going to be the one that I bought for my grandpa over summer. It's the small block sitting over here. This thing has been sitting for a while. I don't quite remember how long he said it's been sitting, so we're gonna have to do a will it run on that, which will probably be the next video. And then I'm just gonna get it in here, because I want this thing to be mobile. I can do the air ride and everything after it's mobile, but pushing this thing in and out, not fun. And I hate having a vehicle that's not mobile. So next goal is to get that in there, running and driving. Obviously I'm gonna have to do something with the drive shaft and the brakes, but like I said, the brakes are on the way, and the only place I could find parts for the rear axle for brakes is on Rock Auto. They've been ordered, and hopefully they're right and we can get them to work. I do plan on running all new brake lines. There's no sense in messing with this old stuff. Just get it out of there and start over. What else? I'm not too sure. I would like to maybe start on a paint sometime soon, but the primary goal is running and moving. It doesn't necessarily have to stop, as long as I can pull it in, pull it out. That way I can work on my dailies if I need to. And also, well, I don't know if I want to show you that. I did a little test spot on the paint. I just like hand buffed it, and it was quite surprising. You guys just have to stick around to see that. But I think I'm going to rip this inner fender out of here, which is not easy, and try to get that fender knocked out a little farther. So I'm gonna get on tearing that out, and I'll be back with you guys with the hammer and dolly, and we'll see how that goes. So alright, so instead of me pulling that inner fender back out of there, Kyle's on his way. He's gonna help me real quick. You can get to the back side of that dent where the trim is. I'm just gonna hand him a 2x4, tell him to get in there and push on it, and we'll see what happens. I took my body hammer because I tried to hammer on a little bit by myself, and it was kind of marring up the paint, so I took some painter's tape and just covered the end of it there. That way it'll help protect the paint. But once he gets here, I'm gonna send him underneath the hood there, and we'll see what happens. So see you when he gets here. Here's your dolly.
Thank you.
Hold it. Hold it. It's working, but I don't think you're gonna move your thing. Try it. Oh yeah. Wrong thing. That off. Go all the way against the firewall. Right here.
Yeah.
Push.
Yeah.
Okay. Unfortunately, it's still in. I mean, it looks way gooder, but it's not gooder enough.
Not good.
It's not gooder enough.
Cheese and rice.
Yeah. It needs more.
Well, the problem is I don't have anything to lean back on.
Do you need a longer board?
I don't know that it would do it. I need to be able to like lean on something to like
We'll figure something out.
get the momentum going, maybe. I think I might have found it. I can use the.
Hold on. Let me see where you're at. Just push a little. Alright. Hold on, I'm not ready.
Oh,
Okay, now I'm ready.
you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, there we go. Ooh.
That stayed.
That's I mean, probably still get my hand behind it. I'm gonna call it good enough. Because there's still a dent back here too. Look, tell me what you think.
Huh?
Look, tell me what you think. Let me see that. We'll see what it looks like with our straight edge.
Oh god.
It's still pretty bad.
Yeah. So I need to come up farther. I need to be right there.
Give her a whirl.
Where was it at? About right there.
Sure. Say when.
Hold on.
Hold on, still mess with my holes.
I can see anything out of here. Yeah. Alright.
Ooh.
Better.
Let me see the straight edge.
Better.
It's not terrible, but it's not good. What if we go?
So I need to come over towards the wheel well just a little bit farther.
Use the pointy end.
That's what I was just using. Did it seem to be working a little bit better? Because it only puts pressure
Oh yeah,
on one spot.
right there.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, that's nice.
Ooh, that money?
It's better. Now, can you get all the way at the firewall?
Yeah, with the money, yeah. You need up higher, lower?
Where you at?
What are you on about?
Hold on. Let me see this real quick. Right here is the body line, or the where the trim is.
Yeah.
So put it all the way against the firewall right there. Ready?
Alright.
Ready?
Yep.
Okay. It's
Use your,
listen, it's not gonna be perfect.
no. But it don't have to be absolutely perfect.
I'm gonna call it good enough. There's just no way to get that big one out of there, cause it's behind the firewall's like here.
Yeah.
Let me get you a.
You think a little pry bar?
That's what I'm looking.
Maybe a little pull action will do it?
Don't go too deep though. Pull on it. You didn't do nothing.
I would definitely.
No, you're too high. You go lower. Lower.
Lower?
Do you feel the bolt back in there? You should be able to feel it with the end of that.
No.
Stick your finger back there. You'll feel that trim clip. You need to be just on this side of that trim clip if you can.
I can kind of go like that. No.
A little, but
Try and give me that longer one. If I can get a little bit more.
it's not terrible. I mean,
Is it moving a little bit?
yeah. Do it one more time, then we'll call it. Ready?
Yep.
Okay. I mean, it's no worse than the dent back here.
No, that's not as bad. The trim's still
Listen,
popping, man.
I've said it once and I'll say it again. She's a parade car. She's just gonna wave at you when you drive by.
No, that shouldn't be bad.
I like it. Good enough. All right, so that is that fixed. I know it ain't perfect, but the whole car isn't perfect. But it's good enough to get trim on it. It's kind of still wavy, but you can get trim on there, and it's not so bad. So I think that's going to do it for this video, but there is your DIY dress up the motor, sorry, the engine bay, and your paintless dent repair. But anyways, next we're going to try and get that motor running. It's been sitting for a while, like I said, and after that we're just going to get in here and get this thing mobile. I'll have to order a drive shaft and all that, but I do appreciate you guys watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know about the hood and about the top of the grill here, if you think I should paint that or not. And also, if you have any ideas on what I should put into the heater core, I'd really like to get that thing unclogged. I've kind of tried soldering before, so if it leaks, maybe we can fix it. I really like to fix it because I can't find one. So if you have any ideas on how to get that unclogged or whatever remedies you guys got, I'm willing to try anything because, like I said, they're unobtainium. So, but once again, I do appreciate you guys watching. I hope to see you on the next one. And as always, I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.